why does it seem and appear that you are really, really overgenerous to Islam but harsh against Christianity?
No, it's so simple. Because Muslims are not out there trying to convert Jews to Christianity, to Islam. So of course I'm not going to. I'm not, just trying to pick a barroom fight with people. It doesn't mean that in Hyde Park a Muslim won't start, try dawah. They would want Jews to convert to Islam. They would. They're not doing this crazy stuff that the Christians are doing. Moreover, of course, I'm exposed to Christianity, which is Trinitarian. Islam is not Trinitarian, so it's not idolatry. So that's the reason why. It's just so simple.
So, and you said they're not. They're not in idolatry. Could you elaborate?
Well, Islam is a complete monotheism. I mean, they believe in one God. La ilaha illallah. There's no God but the true God. Well, I'm not a Muslim. There are many differences between Islam and Judaism, but Muslims do not worship a man as God. They consider Jesus to be a Rasul, a Navi, a prophet, and they revere him very much, but they would never worship him. They attack the notion that Jesus is the Son of God or anything like that. And the Quran directly attacks the doctrine of the Trinity. But I am routinely attacked by Christians because I don't attack Islam. And I'll tell you this, I receive not one, but many, many questions from Muslims every day to understand Judaism better. They have a high respect for the religion. Again, we're going through tough times now, and there are very significant differences between Judaism and Islam. But it's impossible to ignore that Muslims are true monotheists and totally reject the teachings of Paul, specifically vicarious atonement. They hate the notion that someone is forgiven because someone dies for their sins. They hate that kind of stuff. They believe that a person is forgiven by repenting, and God, through his mercy, forgives someone.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, man. Are you Christian?
No, I'm actually Jewish.
Shalom Aleichem, Achi.
Shalom Aleichem. We're cousins, and we believe in God, and God is just, we can't minimize him.
Brother, you believe in Tanakh?
Of course.
You believe in Torah?
Yes, I do.
Good. I want you to tell to the Christian, the Tzorim, I want you to tell them something. Can Hashem become a man?
Of course not. Hashem said himself, I'm not a man.
And you agree that the New Testament has no place with the Torah, right?
No place at all.
Do you worship the same God as the Christians?
I don't even know what they're, for them it's the sun, and then it's him, and no.
Muslims and Jews, we worship the same God.
Exactly, of course.
And
the Creator.
You could pray in a mosque.
Yes, we can.
And you can't pray in a church because there's idolatry there, right?
Of course there is.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up, man? Are you a Christian?
Yeah, of course.
Do you worship the same God as the Jews?
Yeah, of course.
We have the same God as the Arabs. We believe in the same God, one God. As a matter of fact, I was speaking once to Moshe Feinstein, the greatest rabbi of our generation. He said, Allah, that's the Arabs' God, the same God that we have. He wasn't afraid to talk about it. They have the same God.